clean today. The IC009 off pheno. Might be eating that one, might eat a different one. That's funny, it really matches the peppers in this decorative bowl. There we go then, that is quite the harvest. Probably about 15-20 pods in there. Fantastic. Let's go try them. Okay, so I've just scraped the seeds out, and first impressions are it's very sweet smelling, it's very juicy looking. A few black seeds in the bottom there, is to be expected with an interspecific cross like this one. Yeah, you can see looks quite sweet, quite mushy. Yeah, looking forward to trying it. Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of Eating with Isotope, and today I'm going to be eating the IC009, which is my own cross between my Ahi Guyana cross Black Bacchino cross variegated sugar rush stripey, and it's the F2 of that lovely cross. F1 you will have seen already, quite an interesting tasting plant. You have to excuse me as to why I'm already dripping with sweat. For some reason the UK is 30 degrees at the moment, set to rise to 32 degrees tomorrow, so I thought what better time than to record some Eating with Isotope videos. And I'm going to be absolutely dripping with sweat this whole time, even before I eat a pepper, which is quite impressive really. Anyway, you will have just seen me cut this pepper up. You can see there. Still got some of the yucky looking seeds in the bottom. But yeah, it's a very sort of juicy looking pepper. The smell is quite grassy, I suppose is the word for it. I guess that grassiness is coming from the Black Bacchino. Those genes are quite strong. That little point at the tip right there, that's from the Black Bacchino. But yeah, I'm going to get right into it. This is the IC009. I'll talk some more about it after I've eaten it. I'm going to eat this whole half. So right away it's hot. It's got a nice ginger beer-esque burn to it. This is quite warm. It's giving me hiccups already. Yeah, quite warm. A great sweetness to it. Oh dear. Yeah. Just gonna let it ride. Just gonna ride it out. It's not overly hot, to be honest. I think my body's overreacting slightly. It's got nothing on the tincture that I've been having, that's for sure. But yeah, immediately on chewing it, it's very like soft, and I guess it very much reminds me of the texture of the variegated sugar rush, in that it's soft, it's juicy. Those juices really flowing around my mouth still. But there's a nice syrupy sweetness to it. The flavour is not really anything to write home about. It's quite subtle. There's hints of Bactum in there. There's also hints of Chunen's in there. The burn is kind of, it comes to my chest and sort of the tip of my tongue and the roof of my mouth, which is perfectly manageable for me. I quite enjoy it when it burns around those areas. So I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, I said I was going to talk some more about that plant. It's not going to make the cut for F3, unfortunately. And there's a few different reasons why. Number one is, of course, the plant wasn't variegated. I was specifically looking for variegated plants from those sowings. I didn't find a single one. I've got 3 plants left remaining. 4 if you include the one at my mum's house. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't find any solid variegation within the population. I think it's because it's interspecific. So it could be impossible to find variegation, which is a real possibility. Or it could just take a lot more sowings to find variegation, just because of how the genetics work. It might be on a gene that's only on one of the species, for example. Just got to get lucky with those genes further down the line. Secondly, the pod shape was kind of cool, but it's very similar to the F1. I would like to see more of what's out there before I make a selection. I think the pod is very close to the variegated sugar rush in terms of its shape, with that kind of black Bacchino nib on the end of it. What I'm looking for is maybe something a bit smaller, a bit more Bacchino-esque, maybe with a thicker wall. And of course, the last reason why it's not moving to F3 is simply because there were no stripes. However, I did notice some stripes when it was unripe. Unfortunately went red, and I think the stripes were also red. So the ripe colour kind of overlapped with the stripes, and it kind of looked like there's no stripes as a result. And another bonus reason why it's not going to F3 is because of the colour. The colour is not really what I'm looking for. You know, I've crossed a yellow pepper with technically a peach coloured pepper. And then again with another peach coloured pepper. So in theory, there should be a lot of different colour combinations that I can get from that. Red is not one of the ones I'm looking for. I think I'd consider yellow, white, peach. They would all be pretty good. But yeah, not what I'm looking for ultimately, but the flavour was very good, very promising. I think if I was going to be selecting based on heat at this stage, I would probably pick one with slightly less heat. Although it was like quite a sharp initial heat, but then it kind of dropped off very quickly. It gave me hiccups, but they weren't sustained for any long period of time, and it was quite a pleasant eat really. So yeah, that one won't be moving to F3, but it was very interesting to try it. This is going to be a very short episode because I'm sure that I'll have a few more IC009s left to try this season. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bit of a short one, but short but sweet, and I'll see you in the next episode.